welcome back. It is the A Crew. Back with you. It's SEC After Dark. Welcome back, Steve. Welcome back, Jeb.
Thank you.
We are back. It is Wednesday night. It is the middle of the summer. I don't know about in Florida, but it's 1,000,000 degrees here in Tennessee. And I imagine it's the same because you're not much further south than me, Jake, down in Alabama. How's the weather down in Florida?
Pretty nice, actually.
Yeah, I mean,
Lucky.
hot, but we expect it down here. So
Yeah. Listen, it is not as hot in Florida as it is in Alabama or Tennessee.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
sure.
miserable.
It's
here.
not. Yeah, but what it is a little bit more humid.
Mhm.
It was real humid today in Nashville because this front was coming through. Feels good now.
But there's always a breeze. That's one of the benefits of living close to the ocean. There's always a breeze.
yeah,
That is a benefit for sure.
It's not stifling.
God.
So-
I'd love to have a breeze today.
I have to drive up to Vicksburg Friday. I'm not looking forward to the heat.
Every time I walked outside today, I was like, and then I get back in the car and it's like the AC was just like, "Hoo-yah!" Punch me.
It's
in the face.
amazing. Like our great grandparents did not have AC and they were fine with it.
They just
It's-
live that way. When
Yeah,
you
so-
have it, it's better to never had it than to have it and then not have it.
Listen, I went to school in South Mississippi before air conditioners went into the schools.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, one of those days where you just open up the windows in the back of the classroom, turn on the ceiling fans, and just pray.
You're just gonna sweat. Like I think it was probably understood that you're just gonna sweat,
Mhm.
and like nobody probably cares.
Right.
There's some more like things that are accepted in that type of situation where it's just like, yeah, we know we're all gonna sweat. We're all in the same boat.
No, we're all going to die.
I'm pretty fired up about Stacy coming in. We're gonna have a 5-man show tonight.
Well, I got that. I just sent y'all a little private chat about that. It got canceled. He's still at work.
Oh,
So we got to try that again in the future, though.
Yeah. Well, we'll
Just
get that in.
ruined everything.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was just gonna be Jake and I just rocking the 2-man crew tonight.
And I know I totally forgot that Steve and Jay was going to be back this week. You know, we was hopping the 3-man crew again up last week.
We were like, yeah, we're gonna be back better than ever. We're
Yeah.
gonna kick ass. We're gonna
After what Jim Schlossnagel did, there was no way that I was going to miss the show tonight.
Well, we're going to get into that here in just a little bit. Well, let's waste no time. Well, we are presented by Dead Soxy. If you want to support Ole Miss NIL, you want to get some really cool looking socks, you want to up your sock game, make sure you visit deadsoxy.com. You can get those that Steve's holding. You get some really cool Ole Miss looking ones if you are an Ole Miss fan. And there's a lot to choose from at deadsoxy.com. So up your sock game there. Join the membership. That's the thing to do because you get 25% off all your purchases plus free shipping. You may still get a gift. I'm not sure, but you still do. If we do any betting lines tonight, betonline.ag.
Seriously, easy Scarface.
Betting lines. Steve, I know you live in South Florida. Or Central Florida or wherever the hell it is you live.
Hey, I am south of I-4, so I officially do not live in the South.
Yeah.
You're in South Florida.
Mhm.
So
It's a geographic anomaly. The further south you go, the further north you get.
Yep. That's very true. I visit Naples and it's very European and Yankee. Very European and New York. I feel like I'm in New York.
definitely New York. Yeah,
I feel like I'm in the Hamptons, actually. Like I'm in the Hamptons. So it's actually not bad. Hamptons, I could rock with the Hamptons. But anyway, betonline.ag, if I hit enough bets, I could make enough money to buy a house in the Hamptons. Betonline.ag, it's where the game starts.
No, you could.
If I hit the right bet.
There is not a gambling problem out there enough for you to afford a house in the Hamptons.
Well, this definitely wouldn't afford a house in the Hamptons, but I did once play a $2 16 game parlay that would have got me $95,000.
Well, I
Wow.
understood you said would have.
yeah, yeah, really.
Yeah.
Lost the third game of the parlay.
Yeah.
I lost badly, but if I
got
had,
$95,000, I could make up 35 games and do a parlay that pays out $2 million that have no chance of hitting.
that's,
Well, I mean, it's like Dumb and Dumber. You're telling me there's a chance.
Yeah.
Also, same chance I have at eating one of these and not dying. And by that, and because of that, it's because I haven't refrigerated them. And you should do that after you.
Next Tuesday, I'm getting to meet Justin at Walk On. My meet and greet. He's coming up for it. I am going to walk out of this trip to Mississippi with some pickles.
Oh,
nice. Bring me a jar back too.
That will not be difficult.
Make sure you refrigerate.
Refrigerate. Go here. I don't know if it's
The
clear.
pickle
The pickle store.
Picklestore.com.
Go there.
The South's favorite pickles.
So, pickle lovers, yes. You know who loves pickles? Jim
Yeah.
Schlossen Pickle.
Yeah.
It's like a rookie of the year. I'll never get his name right.
Yeah, he's found himself in quite the pickle.
Huh.
But it's not a dill pickle, that is. But
yeah. So SEC After Dark is even going to have a reach in Ridgeland.
Wow, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Nice. Spooks.
So I wish Becky could have been there if Michael was if he's gonna show up, because she is the queen of picks every other year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Michael, you could have met Becky. God.
Yeah,
Has she changed her mind yet about doing it this year, Steve?
I don't know.
Oh, we got to have her. She knows that.
She'll come around.
Yeah. Too much fun. These are so good.
We're just gonna ignore the fact that I dominated picks. Whatever, it's fine.
It doesn't matter. It's all about it's
you
all
made
about
you made the voice of God quit.
No, that might be true.
Yeah.
That could be my fault. Yeah,
it is your fault.
It definitely wasn't Corey's fault.
I tried to make her not finish last. I did my part. Somebody has to take that job next year, though.
I've been torturing that poor woman her whole life. Why stop now?
Yeah. By the way, one of the ways, like my wife asked me to do, she'll ask me to do something random that I don't want to do, and my comeback for that is, okay, I will do that, but you owe me and Jeb a game of Risk, and me and Jeb get to gang up on you.
Yeah, I traumatized her at Risk years ago. She does not play that game.
Well, now, Steve, you say, yeah, I'll take this trash out, but you got to do the picks this year.
There you go.
Yeah. We have to talk Becky into doing it again.
Yeah, we got time. When it gets closer to time, I think.
Listen. I think the problem is she thinks she needs a little bit. She needs to have like, hey, I'm going to pick the games based off of the fight song, and now that that's gone, it turns into just her picking, and she doesn't think that anybody wants to hear her just pick. And I don't think that's true, but that's what she believes.
No, that's not true.
No,
or we could just think up some new bits for her. I just found out my neighbor has chickens because one of them got loose in my yard today. We could do one where we take all the pics of the chicken.
Wait, which one? Which one? The freaky orchid?
People? No, other side. So
okay,
the ones I don't really know.
The one with the 2-year-old that just randomly cries at 2 p.m.
Yeah, that was only for like 2 months straight, but whatever. every day for 2 months straight, that kid would go out back and cry. It was the weirdest thing. I have no idea what was going on. I'd have the guts to go over and ask, but he stopped, so I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
Hadn't seen him since then, but I'm sure he's fine.
Maybe they treated him like a dog that barks too much.
That's what I'm assuming.
Shot collar.
We're gonna be like that. Just go out back.
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
Jeb knocks on the door. Boom, 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 boom. Excuse me. I noticed that your child is crying at the same exact time every single week. Is everything okay?
You're right.
Is this a Dr. Phil thing or a Sally Jesse Raphael? What's the daytime talk show now?
Yeah, I don't even know what the modern ones are.
Kelly Clarkson?
No, daytime talk show.
Kelly Clarkson.
Oh
He's a daytime talk show. Like no lie.
Maury retired out.
I don't know how I know that, but I just know that.
Jerry Springer died. Steve Wilco still doing one?
Does Ellen still have one? Does she get canceled?
I think she got canceled.
I think got canceled. I think so.
Yeah.
She got canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she kind of fell off at the end.
If your whole bit at any time is making fun of people, which comedians are, and you cannot afford to be canceled, you're going to have a disappointing existence at some point.
Right.
If you're a comedian and you can't be canceled, if you're like Bert Kreischer, and it just doesn't matter, you're probably going to be more popular because of it. So
yeah,
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. They've tried to cancel him.
Then they can't.
No.
Like the Norm Macdonald moth joke.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know what I'm talking about?
I think I do. I don't. Jake definitely doesn't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
So Norm Macdonald was on a late night show, and somebody said, something happened that led to him telling this joke, and he said it was the best joke he'd ever heard, and he just wanted to tell it. And he started talking about it. It's like a moth goes into a podiatrist and claims, hey, I just don't know what to do. My endless existence of life is going on and on and on. My wife is having an affair. I'm quite certain of it. My kids hate me. I just don't know if I can keep on living. And it keeps going on and on. It's like my boss, Mr. Whiskeritz, is in such a way that I just want to go home and swallow a shotgun. And this life that I'm living is just not what it means to be. And it goes on for like 5 minutes. And he said, sir, this office, I'm a podiatrist. You need a psychiatrist. Why did you come in here? And the moth said the light was on.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
But after 5 minutes of just endless,
just going on and on and on.
It's like the huge buildup with like not a strong punchline. That becomes the joke.
Well, since I'm a new dad, I'm into dad jokes now. So there's a lot of them out there.
Nice.
There's plenty of those. I'm an expert at that, apparently.
Yeah.
The young teachers at school tell me that I'm an expert at dad jokes.
There you go.
Young teachers at school, and you don't want to swallow a shotgun yet, huh?
Yeah. I'm at the age where I can say the young teacher.
Yeah.
Dude, does anybody there call you Unc?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Not quite there yet. I'm like dead in the middle of like the age. Like it, but like when I'm dead in the middle, I'm like in a category of my own, and there's like a percentage that are like significantly older than me, like 10 years older than me. And then there's like a percentage that are like 10 years younger than me.
Yeah, I'm dead in the middle and I'm dead in the inside, but I'm still living on the outside.
There you go.
That's called being Gen X.
Dude, I'm a cartographer. You need to go see a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Oh, the light was on.
Yeah, the light was on. Yeah, Gen X is the greatest thing. Somebody on social media come out and said that Gen X was the only generation that was born 30 years old and is still 30 years old.
What about D-Generation X?
Oh, they were great.
D-Generation X.
Suck it.
Yeah, I love
If you don't like it, I got 2 words for you. Suck it.
The best part about that era of wrestling was the fact that China and X-Pac were the relationship.
Yeah.
That was a real relationship, yeah.
Yeah,
I remember when X-Pac first came out, he was the 1, 2, 3 kid.
Mm-hmm.
He beat, what was it? It was a Razor Ramon he beat in his first match ever.
I think so.
It was supposed to just be one of those little throwaway matches that they just do when the cameras aren't on or something. But of course, I mean, it's scripted, but still, he won and then he came.
It's fake. It's not real, but hey.
But it was still like a twist.
It's real, but it's choreographed and scripted.
Yeah, there you go.
And the Montreal screw job happened in all that time too. So that was really
That's true.
That was oof.
I'm not quite there yet, Michael, but in a couple of years I probably will be.
Won't be long.
There was a girl that student taught this year that was, I didn't teach her directly, but she was at the school. She graduated right before COVID.
Wow.
And she student taught with an English teacher that I.
What would it be like to be young again?
Shut up, Jake.
Shut up.
Well, you ain't even 25 yet. You
You're
can't
so
even
young. You didn't even watch SpongeBob SquarePants, and I'm too old to have seen SpongeBob SquarePants.
I come up with SpongeBob. No, I remember.
I came up with the Ninja Turtles. What other cartoons did I watch?
Y'all don't want to play this game with me and Jeb.
No,
Jeff,
because I can clearly remember cartoon mornings. God, Saturdays were the best.
Let's say y'all had Looney Tunes, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Looney Tunes. Yes, Looney Tunes.
Yeah, Scooby was my favorite.
Yeah, Joe, Thundercats, Voltron,
He-Man.
He-Man.
You ever seen Fraggle Rock? That stuff was great.
Fraggle Rock.
The original Smurfs.
DuckTales.
Scooby-Doo at the end.
Yeah.
DuckTales.
DuckTales, yeah.
DuckTales.
I was a little bit too old. Believe it or not, I'm a little bit too old for DuckTales because it was like 1990, and that is when I was 14 years old. So
I was able to catch DuckTales because when the movie came out, I became an instant fan, and then the show.
Jeff, how old are you?
I am like 3 years younger than you, Steve, or 4.
Or 3. You're 79.
Yeah. Well, born in 79. Yes. not quite.
Yeah.
I'm born in 83, so I'm not far behind you.
Yeah.
I remember one of the cartoons I watched called Freakazoid. It's just a little superhero that run around in his underwear. Yeah.
I remember that.
I remember when Nickelodeon first came out.
Wow. Is that spin-off Doug?
Oh,
no.
Freakazoid was real weird.
Yeah, it was. It was
Heathcliff and Inspector Gadget.
I remember
Garfield.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Garfield. Yep.
Double Dare, original Double Dare.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wild and Crazy Kids, Double Dare, Legends of the Hidden Temple.
The Magic School Bus here.
Yeah. See, Corey, my brother is about your age, so I saw a lot of shows when he was watching them too. So I missed Power Rangers. That's one somehow I missed.
Wow.
Somehow I just
grade
wouldn't
with
pay attention.
There's like 100 different.
You missed it.
Yeah, there's like 100 different Power Rangers out there now.
The original Power Rangers, Jeff, came out when I was in middle school, so you would have been probably too old.
Yeah, see, my brother was watching it, and I just didn't. And later, I kind of like caught it while it was on, and thought, "Oh, I should have been watching this. I bet that was good," but I never did. So,
Michael, your age is showing.
Ooh, yeah.
But listen, hey, if he graduated high school in 81, if you just take that back, that means he was in first and second grade when Archie Manning was playing football at Ole Miss.
Wow.
Yeah, that would have been a nice little era to be in and see as a young kid to graduate.
Core memories getting made.
Yeah. Like when I was, 7 years old in 83, the Immaculate Deflection happens. I always tell people all the time, my football fandom peaked early because I was at the game of the Immaculate Deflection, the wind blown back field goal, and I will never see anything like that again.
Well, if we're bringing it back to sports, y'all got to tell me what old Jim Schlossnagle said because y'all brought his name up, and now I want to know what happened. Because isn't he the one the coach that just moved to Texas?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
So why is his name being brought up? I haven't heard anything about him.
Why? Let's back this up. We all know that Tennessee just embarrassed Texas A&M. Texas A&M is still the only SEC school that has not won a national championship in the Big Three since World War II.
Nice.
That is a real thing.
I think I saw stats since Hitler invaded Poland.
Yes, like 39 was the national title.
Wow.
So yeah,
Okay.
whenever Texas A&M won a national championship, people were not looking real crazy at Japanese people in Hawaii. Okay. At that point, it was just a completely normal occurrence.
Yeah.
Before the camps. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. Before everything got weird in 41.
Yeah.
But Tennessee wins that game. After the game, a reporter for Tex Ags, because obviously he had heard some rumors, asked Jim Schlossnagle if he was planning on leaving Texas A&M for Texas. Schlossnagle says, "Why would you ask me that? That was an incredibly selfish question. I will never talk to you again." Off camera, he told him, "I will never speak to you again for doing that." He acted indignant and came out and said that I left my family to come to Texas A&M, and it's the last job that I ever wanted to have. And I still feel that way. Just Lane Kiffin, Tennessee, Tommy Tuberville, Ole Miss, all of that thing happening in real time. You're seeing it.
I feel for A&M fans then.
But when he was on his rant and yelling at the official for how dare he was doing that, he actually started referring to Texas A&M in the past tense.
Really?
Yes. If you go back and listen to his interview, he closes out in past tense.
I will never answer another question from you here or in Texas where I'm going to be next year.
Yeah. So he's like, he goes through this whole indignant thing. He flies back with the team to College Station. And 12 hours later, he was named as the coach at the University of Texas.
Yeah. Okay.
So, all right.
Nice.
Lane Kiffin to USC. Okay. Tommy Tuberville to Auburn. Okay. This would be the equivalent of Lane Kiffin going to Florida or Tommy Tuberville going to Mississippi State.
Mm-hmm.
And him going up there, the story that they're trying to spin on this, and they're trying desperately to make sure that everybody knows that this is the way it happened, is Texas did not contact Jim Schlossnagle until Tuesday, 12 hours before he took the job. And they put the job together on $2 million a year, put the money together and got that worked out. He managed to talk in every one of his assistants to go into Texas and about 11 players. All of this in the span of an afternoon, essentially. It was the most productive afternoon in Texas history, potentially for a coach. And then he goes up there and all of that happens and says it with a straight face that, hey, here's what it is.
Wow.
And it's like, oh my goodness. I do not ever want to hear you complain about the transfer portal again.
Yeah.
No coach should complain about the transfer portal.
God.
No.
That's even worse than Lane Kiffin. That'd be like if Lane Kiffin had stayed at Tennessee long enough to get us going to like the playoffs or something and then left before we could actually win the championship.
His game away from winning the College World Series and then just abandon his team 12 hours later.
And they played well in the College World Series. It was close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Whenever that fireballer couldn't go any further, they needed to win game 2 because they weren't going to win game 3. They were officially out of arms. Basically, the last bullet they had in their gun was that Cortez kid that could throw 100 miles an hour.
Is he one of the ones that went with him to Texas?
I don't know. It's 11 players at this point.
Okay.
Good Lord, they've already stolen a bunch of players.
Oh yeah. Well, they had not that they've gone to Texas. They just entered the transfer portal.
Yeah. Okay.
They've been going.
Texas.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeff Kent's son is one of those.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And the
actually
lead home run guy. Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah. Michael, I don't doubt this at all. He says the deal's been done for 3 weeks. Yeah, I don't doubt this at all. It's just the story that they think we're so dumb that they could peddle. Just say that it happened. You're already going to be vilified. Go ahead and say that it happened. They're just worried about, I guess, Texas them calling Texas tamperers, which they are, but they're worried about being called.
They can't really do anything, can they?
I don't know. I don't know.
It.
All I can say is I am so fired up. The Ole Miss game is on Friday night against Mississippi State. I guess the Georgia game against Georgia Tech is on Friday night. That means we get to sit down and enjoy Texas and Texas A&M because that game went from being Texas A&M Super Bowl to being Ole Miss's 2017 Egg Bowl. When DK Metcalf invented the fake P.
Yeah. But y'all are glad he did it though.
Yeah.
Wasn't that Elijah Moore?
No, Elijah Moore did it 2 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a copycat.
Okay. I didn't see the DK Metcalf one.
Yeah, DK's the one that invented it.
Good Lord, this Schlossnagle, I don't know how you say his name. This guy must really love Texas though, because wasn't he at TCU before that?
Yes.
I think he's just been jumping around Texas schools.
God bless Texas.
Texas forever.
Yeah. He loves his state.
Yeah. Clear eyes.
Full heart.
Can't lose.
Well, at least there are plenty of teams.
You know what? The truth of this is in Austin, they have Buddy Garrity. And Buddy Garrity can make sure that Jim Schlossnagle is taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
As with the Hook 'em baseball program.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is horrible, and I do feel bad for Texas A&M that it actually happened. Then I realized who it happened to, and I just giggle. Because Texas A&M, I always said this. The whole reason Texas is in the SEC is because Texas A&M had just gotten so unbearable that the SEC had to go get their natural predator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And just to deal with them, to kind of keep them over there doing their own thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
And they did.
Oh my goodness, did they ever?
And they did all right. and it's getting started with a bang.
Texas, Texas is going to walk into the SEC by putting it on the counter.
Here's what's crazy. I was talking about this at work the other day, but with some guys at work. But technically, I know they weren't officially in the SEC yet, but we had 2 SEC teams in the College World Series on the women's side, and we just had 2 SEC teams playing for the baseball side. I mean, SEC is fixing to rule everything right now. It's crazy.
Yeah,
and SEC basketball is getting legit too.
It is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, one thing that's absolutely hilarious. Monday, I guess Sunday night at midnight, Texas comes and Oklahoma comes into the SEC. It's official at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The day before, June 30th, is the Texas SEC Network Takeover Day.
Wow.
And Oklahoma is the first.
Wow.
gotta love that.
They're not even in the conference yet and getting a day on the network.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
A&M's probably like, what the hell?
Yeah. And it's probably last.
Whoop. Whoop. Texas just whoop your ass. Oh.
Corey, we talked about that last week about some games we was interested in, but that Texas A&M and Texas game, the night before that midnight yell, whatever that stupid stuff that they do, I can't wait to see that. It's gonna be hilarious.
You know what?
I know they can't. I know they can't do it.
I got a story.
Honestly, because people died. That's the reason they can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
But the bonfire.
Yeah.
If there's any time to bring the bonfire back,
mm-hmm.
this is the time to do it. Because that represents a burning desire to beat Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be just like shaped as a middle finger this year.
Maybe Vandy needs to do that for Texas since they own Texas right now.
They are.
Yeah.
8-3-1 or something like that all time.
Yeah.
Go Doors.
Yeah.
Go Vandy State Aggie Doors.
Vandy State Aggie Doors, man. They're cruising.
Hmm.
They're cruising. Are they going to get 200? Are they going to be able to average 250 yards passing?
No.
Each game.
Probably not.
They are going to average about 375 yards a game. And it's going to be about 225 yards passing, the rest on the ground. But it's going to be, they're going to play at such a slow tempo that it's going to seem like more yardage.
Mm-hmm.
I can see
that. That is my thing. Yeah. I think they're going to be a 50 to a 60 play game team. But I think they're going to be a team that is not explosive. I do not want to use the word explosive, but I think they're going to be able to get timely big plays.
Timely explosives.
Yeah.
And these new clock rules, it's going to really benefit them.
Yeah.
I think their defense is sporty.
Although I'm very excited for Ole Miss and Furman. It's like 2 minutes to go in the first half. 2-minute warning.
Yeah. 65-0. It's gonna be
Jackson Dart is already out of the game.
mm-hmm.
Heck, at that point, Austin Simmons is probably out of the game.
At this point, it's warm up, Steve.
Man, Ole Miss's quarterback room is so good this year.
Well,
So good.
Y'all collected them all.
Yeah, you got 45 on roster.
Yeah, it's like
quarterbacks.
it's a situation where I can see that it's probably difficult for Ole Miss to recruit people to come into that room because Austin Simmons sitting in there, he's a problem, man. You should see him. And now, I don't want to say I'm good friends with his dad because I'm not. I just know of him and I'm friendly with him. But he hits me up with some stuff. It's like, hey, this is what Austin's doing. Sends me videos all the time. We have a pretty good relationship. But Coach David Simmons, he puts it out there. Like Austin Simmons just working out with Jalen Waddle last week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's nuts. He's Tua with 3 more inches is what Austin Simmons is.
That's good.
Yeah.
As a newly minted Dolphins fan, you should appreciate that.
I will tell you this. All right. We'll do this. We'll play this game. Miami Dolphins, if you want me back, if you want me to come back and be a fan of the Miami Dolphins, you got to change your jerseys back to the 1972 jerseys.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, you can't have these. You need to go back to the 72 jerseys that you use in throwback. If you do that, yes, you got me.
Well, what are the Saints doing to keep you?
Nothing at the moment. Dennis Allen's trash.
Yeah.
That team's going to be Garbaggio.
Yeah, I think the Saints are going to be rough this year.
If it weren't for the Panthers, y'all would finish dead last in the NFC South.
Yeah, but that's a valedictorian in summer school argument.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like in the AFC North. It's like if it wasn't for the Cleveland Browns, you would be at the bottom of the league. You know, but they're always at the bottom of the league. This is a 3-team division. Yeah.
Browns actually got a lot better. So it shocks me.
The Browns.
Well,
Cedric
that was before Nick Chubb blew up his knee.
Yeah, that's true.
Spaghetti.
And we don't know what's going to happen with Deshaun Watson. They spent a lot to get him.
Mm-hmm.
And that is not worked out so far.
Is he going to Todd's Parlors?
Yeah, but didn't he shred the Titans last year?
Well, anybody can shred the Titans.
Okay, again.
Well, I mean that's true. That's true.
Come on, Jake.
That's like saying, hey, is Ole Miss going to be able to handle Middle Tennessee?
Yeah, well, absolutely.
The Titans have reworked their secondary. It's going to be better this year. It was not good last year.
8 wins.
I honestly don't know what the Falcons are up to. Like, I really don't know. I know they've got Kirk Cousins and they've got
about $100 million over the cap, right?
Oh my God.
Something like that. We got a pretty good quarterback room though. If Kirk Cousins goes down, we got Michael Penix.
Yeah, and Kirk is good. He is. He'll give you a solid season. He always does.
I just know what the hell we're doing on defense. Because I've never heard of any of the people we drafted.
Oh, it's like the Cleveland Indians from Major League.
Oh yeah.
Who are these guys?
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
The only one I know is Grady Jarrett at this point.
Mm-hmm.
He's a baller.
A shot caller.
20-inch blades on the Impala.
Hello, good lady. Okay, no.
And I hit the highway, making money.
The flyway. Okay, we are going to it.
Seems to be a better way.
Okay.
Better way. Oh no.
Yeah.
All right, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Not tonight. Not unless y'all want me to start singing some Waylon Jennings.
Oh, I'm down with that. I love Waylon.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it tonight though.
Just some good old boys.
He's like turn off that rap crap.
Mm-hmm. Never.
No, it's not even about that.
Turn off that rap. Get off my lawn.
I'm just not trying to get canceled by you singing a song.
That's not a canceled song.
It doesn't matter. I don't know the lyrics to anything, but anytime somebody starts singing a song like that, it's like, oh, here we go.
We're not going to get canceled.
It's like a game of roulette.
Yeah, that one I'm confident in. I know my '90s rap, Steve. We're good.
Well, hey, we had a good run.
We're good on that one. Now, if I start singing some like "Sexy Red" or something, yeah, that might.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, see, this
Did you
is
say
how
Right
it all
Said Fred?
deteriorates.
Yeah.
Too sexy for my shirt.
Oh my gosh.
Jake actually doing a music reference that I made.
You know, actually over here, Right Said Fred is a one-hit wonder with "I'm Too Sexy,"
Mm.
but in Europe, they were very successful.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
No.
Internationally known to rock the microphone.
That didn't surprise me. He sounds like international music.
I saw. Did I mention I've seen Dead Eye Dick in concert?
See, now we're going to get canceled.
Really?
Mary Mo, she's a vegetarian.
Oh my
Did you ever
God.
see
Mary Mo? No.
Did you ever see Rammstein?
Oh no,
Du hast.
that would be pretty good.
Du hast mich gefragt. Du hast mich gefragt. I don't know if I spoke any actual German there, but we're good.
Du hast
I-
is
yeah.
German, but
I was at
The song
my
is German.
Daddy Issues place earlier this summer and met a girl from Denmark.
Interesting.
Is that the same one that we're talking about?
And-
yeah.
No.
No. This I remember this girl. Yeah.
Yeah. But she was all like, hey, have you ever seen Volbeat? And I was like, yes, I know who Volbeat is. Good grief. I love Volbeat.
Yeah, I know. They're really good. I like
Mhm.
Volbeat.
But they're from Denmark.
Mhm.
And my wife does not know where Denmark is or exactly what the country's name is.
Dutchland. Yeah, I don't know.
Dutchland, Daneland, she just whatever. It's just a whole conglomeration of countries at that part.
Yeah, but that girl did
They're
not
the
have
Danes,
good musical
right?
taste.
The Denmark are the Danes, right?
She was very pretty though.
She
Yes.
was, but she had terrible musical taste. So somehow we got into the whole Kendrick Lamar Drake beef, and she didn't understand why Kendrick Lamar was even opening his mouth because he was a one-hit wonder. I was like,
Oh my
baby.
gosh.
Maybe I need you to stop talking, please. No more talking
Oh
during
my
this.
Lord.
It's just like sit there and be pretty, please.
Yeah, it broke me. I was like, no. Go
Danish
over
girl-
that corner. Leave me alone.
So our Danish girl was saying that Kendrick Lamar was a one-hit wonder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it shouldn't be stepping up to Drake because Drake was so much better and more important.
Oh my God.
It killed me. It killed me.
And she asked me if I'd listen to the oldies channel on Sirius all the time. Garth Brooks. And I was like,
Steve, you definitely give off those vibes. I love it.
Cried a little bit that night. I'm just gonna say, we cried a little bit.
Steve lost a little
Got on the
bit.
way home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if she was talking to me, she'd have been spot on. But
Yeah.
I love classic rewind.
That's-
Classic Rewind's great, but also the Classic Rewind cassette era is fantastic on Sirius.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then classic vinyl too. It's awesome.
Yeah,
yeah.
classic cassette. Yeah, it's awesome. It's like songs between 78 and like 87.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
You know, I was flipping through some radio stations on the way down to Florida over spring break, or when I was down in Florida actually over spring break, was driving through Naples. Flip on the radio. It's an oldie station, and they're like, "All right."
Obviously, you said Naples. You didn't have to say oldies.
Yeah.
That's called pop music down there.
So here's what made me feel old. They go, "All right," and now it's Oasis with Wonderwall. I'm like,
Oh wow.
oh no.
But it's a good song.
You're my wonder.
Great song.
No, I'm about to tell everybody that's watching the show and you guys something that is going to ruin your perspective on life.
Oh,
You
boy.
knew Mozart.
No.
Oh.
Go into the grocery store and listen to the songs they're playing.
Mhm.
What songs are they playing? I'm not even lit.
Last time I was in there was Black Hole Sun.
Yeah, they're
What supermarket are you going to? I want to go to this one.
Yeah.
Any supermarket is that. That is the era to where the music is being programmed for our age group.
This is like a dope.
Yeah. In Bloom from Nirvana was in there the last time I was in there.
I got to talk to my Publix. They need to start cranking this music.
Yeah.
Took me 2.5 hours to get out of there. I was just walking around singing.
My greatest.
And that might be their plan.
Yeah. Yes.
Could be.
Yeah.
We're going to need you to go get this gentleman over in the freezer section. He is headbanging to 9 Inch Nails. We're going to have to get you to escort him out. He's been here for 3 hours now.
This grocery store is somehow playing Jeremy, and they're okay with that.
Yeah, they don't listen to the lyrics too hard sometimes. All the kids working there have no idea what the song is.
I'm just waiting to go in a grocery store. 9 Inch Nails Closer is playing. That's really what I'm waiting to happen.
I would very much enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's like Alice in Chains. Yes, Lane Staley. That is what you need to be.
Yeah. Let me pick this asparagus.
They don't say that one because of the religious overtones in the music, but you will hear Rooster if you go into the grocery store now.
Wow.
There's a man in the box.
Alice in Chains was the best. Anyway,
what about
it's fantastic? Except for the fact that Jerry Cantrell just thought he was better than every other guitarist in the world.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and
little cocky.
I think Alice in Chains could have been better if he would just been a guitar player instead of wanting to be one of the front men, trying to be Slash.
Mm-hmm. Slash is awesome.
So are you looking at the deals on the meat while jamming out to Pearl Jam?
Or Paradise City.
Take me down to
the Paradise City.
Hey, let's get these wings.
There's 4 Publix in my town.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's 4 Publix in my town. We are the town where Publix was invented.
I know some kids that work at Publix. Some of my kids work at Publix. I'm going to have to tell them, dude, you need to crank those tunes, dude.
It's fantastic.
Up next, NWA, Straight Outta Compton.
I watched that movie yesterday. This just was bored.
It'll get really sideways when you hear F the Police.
Well, Boys to Men.
I used to love Boys to Men.
Mm-hmm.
Still do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was one of the first CDs I bought was theirs.
But yeah, music from the 90s is 30 years old. Nirvana was released 30 years ago.
What about the Commodores? She is
back.
Yeah.
That's in the mornings.
Yeah.
It's all people Steve's age.
Nice.
What's funny is he's only 8 years older than me.
I walk into Publix and it's like disco music. Burn, baby, burn.
Down.
I'm walking around going.
Yeah.
Don't play this hippie stuff around me. Where's my Perry Como?
Where's the Waylon Jennings?
Mm-hmm. Listen, when I joined the Navy way back in the 20th century, because I can say that, we got issued uniforms like you always do when you go into the military. And part of them was our utilities, which was going to become the predominant uniform in the Navy. It's basically just blue dress pants and a like a light blue shirt. Is what it was. It was called utilities. Yeah. It matched the ship. Now we have camouflage on the ship, but it doesn't match the background of the ship. So it just helps people stand out. But I digress.
Yeah.
But I got issued 2 pairs of what was called dungarees. And this was the uniform that all the people that preceded me had. And in World War II, this is what they wore on the ship. And it was the most comfortable shirt known to man as far as button up, and bell-bottom blue jeans. And it was so fantastic. It was amazing. I got to wear it twice before they got phased out. And the sad thing is I had to pay for it because your whole first check going in the military, you don't get paid because you're in boot camp, but they take the money that you would be making to buy your uniforms. But I got to wear them twice before they got phased out, but they were so comfortable. That's just me ranting. Yeah, it was straight bell bottoms.
Well, Steve, if you hang around long enough, bell bottoms
burn, baby, burn.
Yeah.
I saw somebody in like 1970s like tan corduroy pants and like the brown, different shades of brown striped like sweatshirt, and it was like 100 degrees outside. I don't know why the hell he's wearing it, but he looked like he was straight out of like a 70s cop movie.
Have you seen the exercise equipment that people are wearing these days?
Very 80s, isn't it?
Consisting of socks that look really similar to these.
Yeah.
Really John Stockton-esque shorts.
Oh,
His shorts are getting shorter.
God.
Yeah.
Shorts
And
are getting shorter, Jake. So you're gonna see some nice hairy man thigh.
Yeah.
And-
Get ready.
and the waistline on women's jeans are getting up and up and up. And pretty soon they're going to be touching the bottom of the titty.
It's going back to for women's jeans. It's going back to like 90s mom jean style.
Yeah.
Women's like
God.
everyday fashion is going back to the 90s. Women's exercise fashion is going back to the 80s, where they're wearing like the short bike shorts and the.
They can do whatever they want to do. If anybody wants to look stupid, God bless them. I'm not trying to have sex with any of them. They can do whatever they want to do, and they're there for my enjoyment.
I guess that's true.
Yeah. So go ahead and look as ridiculous as you want to. I will be laughing and judging all the day, and I will be doing it unapologetically, and I might be pointing.
Yep.
And Jeb will back me up on that, because Becky has said, Steve, don't point. Stop pointing. That's happened.
Yeah, we're gonna see you on the internet.
Joe will look him up.
I'm not gonna be on the internet.
There's gonna be some video of like, look at this guy, look at this male Karen judging me.
Oh yeah, it's not a male Karen. I'm fucking Judge Wapner.
Well, that definitely goes our clean rating.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mess around. I judge everybody. I don't care.
Clean rating went away a long
Oh,
time.
is this stranger going to not approve of what I'm doing? Oh,
That's the day and the age we live in.
yeah. Well,
People are like, women are at the like they wear next to nothing to the gym, and then they film themselves, and like if you even like walk by them, they're like, look at this creep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's funny that
That's another. I don't go to the gym.
Yeah,
Forget
I don't
that.
either.
Yeah.
That's one way to handle it.
Like I said, I'm married. I'm completely past that point in my life. I just point and laugh at this point. If you do something stupid, I point it out. And you're 20 years old, yeah, you're doing something stupid.
yeah. I saw this meme one time that it was two women side by side, and one of them was wearing underwear, and she was like, "Oh my God, quit looking at me," and all that. And the other one's wearing a bathing suit, a two-piece bathing suit. It was like, "Oh, it's fine." I mean, it's the same exact thing, but we're not allowed to look at you in underwear, but in a two-piece bathing suit, it's perfectly okay. It's
Which
weird.
probably covers the exact same amount.
Exactly.
We're seeing just as much of your butt as we are in your underwear.
Right. It's crazy.
Probably got more cleavage in a bathing suit.
Probably.
Steve's like, yep.
Maybe I should go to the gym.
But I have seen those videos.
Let me Google that. Underwear in the gym.
Yeah. I've seen those videos, Corey, we talking about, and Steve, they're in the gym and they're like dressed and, like you said, next to nothing. And one guy just comes up and says something, and she's like, "Oh my God,
you're such a creep."
Yeah.
My favorite is if you get in the line of sight of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're supposed to be watching for their camera while you're in the gym.
Right.
Yeah. And then you get like, if you just glance in their direction, oh, busted.
Yeah.
Freeze framed and put all over Twitter.
Yeah. Okay. Put me on Twitter. You act like an idiot, and I'm gonna look. If you want attention and you get attention, don't be ashamed of being called out for giving the thing that they're asking for. I don't care. Like I said, the stranger that I'm not interested in is not approving of my actions, and that is supposed to deter me in any way. No. No.
Well done. I don't work in an industry where you can do that kind of thing.
Right.
What, you don't wear next to nothing at the gym?
No, I do. I go almost naked. I wear bike shorts and no shirt.
Corey's there working out in a banana hammock.
Oh God, the visual.
Yeah, this is
What-
not what we needed tonight.
You're welcome, Jake.
Take a picture. Take a picture.
Picture. Here we
It'll
go.
last longer. Why are you staring at me? Obviously, I am such a hot bod that you cannot control yourself. Quit staring at me. It is my job to wear a G-string banana hammock to the gym if I want to do that. If that makes me comfortable and that makes me happy, you have to respect that.
Mm-hmm.
See, how did you just nailed my impression for me? I love it. Thank you. That's exactly what I say all the time.
Send it just
Are
like him. Good job.
I know Steve's watching my channel.
These people are gross.
Yeah.
So, real quick before we get out of here, is Carson Beck a Heisman contender?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we had to do it because it's in the title. I thought it was going to be me and Jake.
I mean, if Georgia goes undefeated again and he plays well, I can't imagine he wouldn't be.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's
If they go
change
undefeated.
the question. If they go undefeated, yes, he's going to be a Heisman candidate. But is he the best quarterback in the country?
Who would be the
Or
best
is it
this year?
just Jackson Dart?
Well,
As far as
Would you
college
hope?
quarterback, is Jackson
but I mean, like, who's ranked number one right now?
Dart. The top quarterbacks, according to like the odds to win it, is Carson Beck, because everybody assumes Georgia's going to probably go 12 or 13-0 going into
Yeah.
it.
Shador, maybe?
Shador Sanders, who is
Yeah.
a 4-8 quarterback that somehow gets all the buzz.
Good
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Jalen Milroe, who last year was an athlete playing quarterback, but everybody just assumes that he took a step this year. He might have, he might not have, but I
We
don't
just
know
don't
if you
know
can
yet.
make that. Yeah,
He can't be on those lists yet.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Quinn
Yet,
Ewers.
like, yet.
Quinn Ewers. Yeah, that's another one. I thought
Quinn
we forgot
Ewers,
about him.
Maybe not even the
But
best
you-
quarterback on his team.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
Jackson Dart is the fourth or fifth odds.
I think your two
person.
best are Carson Beck and Jackson Dart in whatever order, and we're going to determine that on November 2nd.
I think Georgia has the better team, so it means that Carson Beck is probably going to be in a better position to win the Heisman at the end of the year. I think Jackson Dart is legitimately the better quarterback.
I have to ask. I didn't put this on the screen, but why did she post that after we were talking about banana hammocks?
I'm actually going to have to come back and tell y'all that next week because I do not remember this.
Oh, all right.
I mean, we go on a cruise. The only thing I remember is my brother-in-law getting hit on by a girl in the bar, and she asked him to go to her room with it, and it's just, I had to get him out of that mess. But I got to
that
figure
sounds
out.
terrible.
Yeah, well,
This
he's
poor guy.
married.
Oh,
Yeah, he
right.
was married at the day. He was married, and it was not good that night because he threw up everywhere.
Oh,
Oh, he
Yeah.
would have thrown up all over her too. Ooh.
Yeah,
Probably since I've been married, there's been like 10 girls that literally put a full court press on me. And in that similar type way. And it just got to the point to where I just like, hey, I'm not trying to have sex with you. You can go bother somebody else. And that is literally what I tell them if they start doing that. I'm almost rude about that. Now, it doesn't happen often, but it is a situation that I will say something to where it stops. It's over at that point.
Steve can't go anywhere without it happening. He
Yeah,
goes,
I carry the stick. It's
he starts jamming out to Lithium, and all of a sudden the women come from the produce section and flock over to him, and he's just
he's the one that likes all our pretty songs. And he likes to sing along. And
yeah.
he likes to shoot his guns.
Got it back to Nevada somehow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all don't know that. He's the one who likes all our pretties. I'm sorry.
songs, and he likes to sing along, and he
likes
to
to shoot his guns,
guns,
but he
guns.
don't know what it means.
Yeah.
Don't
Okay.
know what it
We're
means.
all on the same page. I was just making sure.
Yeah.
He is the
Hey, everybody, it's June.
Yeah.
It's June. We're
June.
pretty much off the rails all summer. That's the
And
reason
Jacob-
you're here.
So Jake almost killed a guy.
I do not remember this. I got to refresh my memory on
Did you
this.
have a trident?
Where'd you
Do
get
a
a
story
try?
time next week. All right.
Yeah, I don't. Gosh,
I'm not gonna lie. Kind of impressed.
Yeah.
Jake
Maybe
had a
we'll let it
grenade.
go for a while.
I cannot remember. I'm gonna have to find out and get back to you
Jake,
on
you
that.
may want to lay low for a while.
Yeah, I cannot remember what happened.
I don't think Jake's seen Anchorman.
He has no idea what we're talking about.
I know
he is
Anchorman.
completely no idea what we're talking about.
Will Ferrell, but I've never watched that one. That one of
You need
his.
to- Here we go. Cassidy.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay,
Some dude was checking her out.
yeah, I remember that.
Gave him the look, like you were gonna beat his ass.
Mm-hmm.
And the next thing, Jake peed on her leg.
Mark my territory. Hot the leg up like Elijah Moore and just
And got Lane Kiffin hired. Got Ole Miss 3 10-win seasons.
there you go.
Yeah.
Jake, are you missing something when you like? It looks like you're missing your beard because you keep stroking your face, like, and you're just
I
like
know.
disappointed that there's nothing there now. Really?
What's funny is Emma is trying to grab at it. And she can't get a hold of it now. Because she used to like grab hold just like I'm like, ugh. Now she's like grabbing. She's not like, and she's getting mad. She's like, I'm like, I'm sorry.
My little nephew was doing that last week. Just kept grabbing the beard. Liked it.
They're fascinated with them for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something soft to grab and yank.
Yes, it's like,
He does like
Come
the
on,
yank.
yeah. 10 minutes. Well, you're
You're
3 minutes.
early, Cassidy.
Yeah.
Cassidy,
Early.
the gun.
Your 2 minutes does not hold the same weight when it's not 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Jumping the gun, Cassidy. Jumping the gun.
Good.
She may be ready to go to bed and let me and hand the baby off to me. So that's probably what it is.
So is it a relay race? Is that what's going on?
Pretty much.
The amazing race here.
Yeah.
The ultimate game of tag.
That tag.
Tag, you're it. Like that door's going to swing open. That baby's going to be flying through there, and you got to catch it.
Yeah. My hand-eye coordination is not good anymore.
That feels like
Just cradle
something
catch it
that-
like a kickoff.
feels like something that like Mr. Beast would do. You always see advertisements on Twitter. It's like, hey, I got buried alive for a week. This is what happened. It's like,
Yeah,
what?
oh yeah, yeah. He went to an island by himself for a week and something. I see stuff like that all the time. I'm like, what are you doing, man?
This thumbnail's pretty cool, though.
Of course, he's got like 4 billion subscribers on YouTube, so he's doing something right.
Yeah.
So should we go to an island?
Well,
An island in the sun.
yeah.
Island in the sun. Little Weezer style.
Mhm.
All right.
By the way, they get played in the grocery store too.
Mhm.
I like Weezer.
I really okay. I got to go to Publix now and just see if they're actually playing it.
If you want to destroy my sweater,
Pull this thread while I walk away.
Cassie's mad. Losing.
Be naked, lying on the floor, lying on the floor. Yeah.
Whew, man, this is a fun summer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
You're
but when we
welcome,
come
everybody.
back, we're not having a show next week, just so everybody
No.
knows. There will be no show next week. We're taking the 4th off. I guess that would be the 3rd, but you get the
Yeah.
idea.
Mhm.
It's our country's birthday. You get plastered the whole week. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Yep.
The next week,
Don't
you will have
do it.
all of us, and we will be in, like, the next week will be leading up to SEC Media Days, which, by the way, how many cowboy hats are going to be at SEC Media Days this year?
No, gosh.
2 Texas teams and an Oklahoma team. Yeah, that's
There's
gonna be
gonna be a bunch. Yeah.
There's a picture on the
Howdy.
internet of Lane Kiffin wearing a sombrero from his time at USC in the Sun Bowl.
I hope he wears that.
Yeah.
Oh, my
So,
gosh.
I could see where they just put cowboy hats on coaches and they will look incredibly uncomfortable. Although Elijah Drinkwitz would probably like rock
probably
out
fit it.
ZZ Top style. He'll have like the fuzzy guitar or whatever or something.
He may have some ass chaps.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shane Beamer's going to look and see what did Steve Spurrier do the last time he went to Texas?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Shane Beamer's like, I hope I got a job next year.
Corley is going to say, what did Vandy do last time they went? They said, oh, yeah, they won. So,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true or not, but there.
Vandy owns Texas.
We own Texas. What are you doing, boy? We own you.
Is that the only team in the SEC now that y'all have a winning record against?
Was Auburn. Kind of still is Auburn.
Well, no, it was 50%.
Yeah, it's 50%. Now you're one game behind.
Yeah.
No, we're still 50%.
Although
they out with New Mexico State.
Yeah, Vandy should get the win for New Mexico State.
I agree with that.
Canceled out.
The Vandy State Aggiadors.
That's right. Well, now we're in overtime.
We ended a show with Vandy. What is going on?
Hey, Vandy State Aggiadors are worth talking about every single week.
Well, it's okay.
It's a story, man. It's a story. They're coming for you.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
Forward, start to see.
As the young people say, it's an aura.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Yeah.
I don't know what 128 people are watching for. Yeah, pretty much.
Watching for some cranberries next.
They're like, it's almost like just people get sent over to us.
They're like, what? Why am I getting recommended to watch this crap?
We are the gulag.
and then they get hooked.
You have to listen to us, and then they stick around.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
Mom would have brought me my Pop-Tarts, my Hot Pockets. I would be in the gulag right now listening to SEC After Dark, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you like what you saw, brother, make sure you like and subscribe. Hit us up on Facebook. Hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, everywhere you can. YouTube especially. Tell a friend, be a friend, tell a friend. Get those subscribers in. Let's get to 1 million so we can catch up with Steve on Locked On Ole Miss. Speaking of Steve, that's Steven Willis over there. You can find him rocking and rolling on Locked On Ole Miss. He's a couple of subscribers short of 1 million, so make sure you go subscribe to his channel. Jeb Beecham, he's 3 subs short of 1 million, and by 3 I mean he only got 3.
Yeah. He's got a set built for his podcast. We just need the podcast to go with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Any day now.
Set designer. Great set designer.
It looks good. I do like the critters.
Yeah, I do too.
Critter that you got behind you.
Yeah.
It's a great
and the Necronomicon.
Yeah, that's down there. The mask is up there.
Yeah.
It's a great set. Now we just got to start talking about those things, but it'll happen.
Can't really see Johnny 5 right there. That's Johnny 5.
Well, we got Jake Thomas, Tide Talk Live. Him and Stacy do a phenomenal job. And if you want to see what the three of us would look like hosting a show, go check out last week's show. We subbed in. We brought in the righty from the bullpen, Stacy Blackwood. But Jake and them, if you want a Bama show, they do a hell of a job with that. And me, I cover both ends of the SEC, the best team in the SEC, Georgia, with Believe in Georgia Dogs, and Locked on Vandy. So I just covered the two extremes. Steve extremely covers Ole Miss, and Jake is crushing it with Alabama. So we join forces here, SEC After Dark, and we're going to see you back here not next week, but the week after. So kick ass responsibly, of course, on your 4th of July, and we'll see you back here in 2 weeks. But until then, protect your fingers.
Yes.
God bless the USA.
And Hotty Toddy. Definitely Hotty Toddy.
And go Dogs and anchor down.
And go Vols.
And roll Tide and back it up there.
And War Eagle. Oh, same. No.
Gross.